East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Darnold. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Darnold now to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Kill. Shoot. Check the backer. Check.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. On the move to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Undercrunch. Check 99. Check nickel.
Another try for Barkley. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 11
yards there, first down.
First down.
Here's McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
On second and 12, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is McCaffrey. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Carolina.
Here's Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And the Panther first down.
McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on second and 6, Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw is Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. The drive starts with a completion, left side. 7 yards, the pick up there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see him really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Thompson.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of 2.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Darnold. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
With the carry for
well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
13 yards. First down, Panthers.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Up second and a yard.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20.
In your face!
Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And it's 21-3.
The kick is good. Makes the score Panthers 21, Giants 3. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
But Jones going to keep this himself. Down right around the 25.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Hassan Reddick able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Mike's 50. It's our time. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the Panthers.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
For Carolina.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, Darnold going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
44 yards.
25 yards that time. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
48-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 60.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for.
There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Jones throwing again. Throwing deep for Galladay. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey on the toss right. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
40-yard line.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, That ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And 12 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jones going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, man. He's checking. Crash.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal.